excited to be chatting to Rosemary Cunningham. We've been working together for about a year, and Rosemary subscribes to a couple of our services actually. She uses our media database and has been using it really well, and she's also using our media request service, which is called Blue Media Den, and you can trial this for just £1 for 14 days. But what we wanted to try and do was just share with you how easy it is to connect to the media. So Rosemary, just tell us, you connected to the media, you had a media request come in from us on Monday. What was that for, and how did you respond, and what was the outcome?
Well, I think it was Friday actually, and I really thought about it. But there were two. There was one lady who was looking for some help with an article about having a memento that was, how did she put it? It was something about a memento that was really life-changing. And I've just got some crystals that belong to my sister who died 6 years ago that have been really, really special to me. And, they've started off a really incredible sequence of events. And so I just dropped her an email and she got straight back to me. And we're speaking on Friday. She asked me to put as much information in an email as I could, and she wants a photograph of me holding these crystals. But we're speaking on Friday at 12 o'clock. So that's really exciting, and she is really excited about the story. I've given her a bit of it, and it's one of those really stories that gives you lots of goosebumps. So I'm very excited to be sharing that. And there's another lady who was looking for some help writing an article about money and then going on holiday and having a budget, and I've sent a couple of tips there as well.
Brilliant. So from your point of view then, do you feel that you can turn these media requests around so that they adapt to cover what you do and how you help business owners? So it's a great way for you to secure new clients?
Oh, ultimately, yes. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, even with the one about my sister, that ties into my business because my Winning Women group, my ladies networking group, we have a sister group in Zambia, and it's about me going out to Zambia and actually funding a borehole for these ladies, as well as going to do some voluntary work with reflexology, which is part of what I do for a living. So, even though it sounds like a sentimental story, I am my business. I'm an authentic business owner, and I bring all of myself into my business. So, very much so. And I think it just pays to look at them with an open mind and just drop. They were all on Twitter. I just sent a quick reply, can I help you? I said I was a money coach, and the lady got back to me, said, oh yes, gave me her email address, and we've been in touch.
Fantastic. So did you just click reply? Because obviously the media requests come in from Blue Boo, you've clicked through and connected to their Twitter account. Did you just hit reply and send her a reply, and then she just gave you her email? Was it as easy as that?
Yeah, definitely. Yes, absolutely. And what I've got into a habit now. I look every day when they come through at 2 o'clock, and if there's anything there, I'll reply to them automatically. And there are quite a few today. There's a couple I will reply to today, not specifically for me. There's someone looking for a vegan, isn't there? I'm not vegan, but there's a fabulous variety come through today, despite the fact it's the 5th of August.
I know, and it's a quiet time actually, but they're still coming through. I think now more and more journalists are using Twitter for their media requests, and what we're doing is we're spending all our time, our team, collating all these journalist requests and putting them into the sectors for you, so it's easy for you guys to click through. So we're doing the hard work for you. But you can see, just from the few requests that you've applied to, it really does work, because they want people to help them with their stories and their case studies, don't they?
They do, and I can see you attracting more and more journalists this way as well, because it's so easy for them. They're getting qualified replies, aren't they? And
absolutely.
People are already looking to be out there who aren't scared of sharing their story. You don't reply to something like that unless you're prepared to put a photograph in Prima magazine, which is what this lady's writing the article for.
Oh, fantastic. So it's for a national magazine, so that's just amazing. So for £29 a month, do you think this is a good value service?
Absolutely, yes. And I think that's it, because for these two, I haven't really needed anything else. When I've worked with you with other ways, we've done press releases, haven't we? And you've helped me with how to be prepared to go on the radio. And I was on the radio, as you know, this morning at 10 o'clock. They were interviewing me at 8 o'clock this morning. And I know that's because we've worked together. And now BBC S6 have my name on their files. And I came up in a search this morning. So they phoned me yesterday for a feature they were doing at 10 o'clock this morning. So I'm in the system now, particularly in Essex. I want to take my business a bit wider than that. But to be truthful, it's been a confidence thing. And now I've realised that I can do this, and it's not quite as big and scary as it might be. Then I will be much more prepared to put myself out to go on national press now.
And that's brilliant. And I think, well, you've naturally done the national press by connecting to that one, for Prima. That just was a natural, easy thing. You were in your comfort zone. You knew you could help. And that's what a media request is all about. You are the expert in your field, but sometimes we think, oh God, am I really an expert, or are they going to view me as an expert? But you automatically did it knowing you could help her, because you are always coming from a heart-centered place to help people. And then that's going to give you natural national coverage. So you've naturally progressed. I mean, to be honest, we've been working together for nearly a year now, and you've had access to your own media database via Blueboo, and you've been connected to all the journalists. But you really have built a really great relationship with your regional press, haven't you? You've been in the newspapers, you've been on radio. I mean, and they're coming to you now, aren't they?
They are, yes. We've 3 times on the radio, and I must admit, I've had a very, very busy year. I've moved house. I've had a huge amount going on with my family, so I would say I've probably used 15% of the media database really that I could have done.
Yeah.
So if someone was prepared to come in and use a lot more of it, the potential was massive. And I did one shot out before Christmas to some journalists, and one lady got back to me, and we have done some work together. It hasn't gone to press yet, but I know it will ultimately.
Yeah.
I've formed a very, very good, I'd almost say a friendship with a journalist, and she really gets me, I get her, and that's the kind of relationship you want, isn't it? And I was certainly quite scared, I think, of approaching people, and why would they be interested in me, thinking that these journalists were sort of godlike people, or people at the BBC weren't normal people like you and me. And I think that's it. You realise they're just normal people who have got something to do tomorrow, and they want your help doing it.
Yeah.
I
think that's great, because like you say, we're working from home, we work for ourselves, so my job is to help small business owners and entrepreneurs like you, like me, be inspired to take action with PR, and to know that the media want your help. It's not rocket science what we do, but it is confidence, and it's having the contacts. With the media database, and anyone that's watching this, you can happily trial the media database. I can set up a Skype call with you and show you how it works, because it is a lot more. There's so much in there, isn't there, Rosemary? There's all of the media contacts, every single media contact in the UK. So if you were looking to, if you wrote about money, we can look at all the people that write about finance. If you're looking for women's interests, all the editors of the women's interests magazines or radio stations or whatever. So there's so much in the media database. So I'll happily set you up with a trial, and we'll do a Skype call to go into more detail to show you that. And that's at £147.50 a month plus VAT. Or you can simply trial it with the Media Quest. Now you've done both, and both are working well for you, which is fantastic. What would you say to anyone that's watching this? Because they are a bit scared, and I think this is where you were 12 months ago, and you're still building your confidence, which is brilliant. What would you say to anyone that hasn't really tried PR before, and that's a little bit, I don't know if I can do this?
I'd say just have a go, and just follow it through. You've got a fabulous video course, haven't you, of PR Academy?
Yeah.
Just work your way through it, and just try things, really. And you're always there to help, aren't you, if people get stuck? Rachel's got an incredible amount of knowledge and huge amount of sharing. She wants everyone to do really well. So if you've done a press release and you're not sure about it, she'll have a quick go over it and tell if it's really a press release, or if you're actually just telling a story, because there's a big difference.
Yes.
And just work out how to do things that are easy and don't take too much time, and don't be scared of it.
Yeah, brilliant. Well, your journey is absolutely fantastic, and keep responding to the Media Quest as you are, and let's follow your journey and see how we're getting on. And Rosemary, thank you so much. And before we go, just tell people how you help people, because what you do is amazing. So just tell us a little bit about your services in case anyone wants to connect with you, and I'll put your details here, because you've helped me with my mindset and some money blockages and things. So just give us a very quick overview of what you do.
Okay, I've had my own business for over 20 years now, and I was very blocked by my mindset about money. So what I do is I help women have a really, women particularly, very rarely men, I love working with women, to have a really positive, happy, healthy relationship with money and to get yourself out of your own way. I help you realize what your money type is, and then when you know that, it's very, very empowering. You can take action quickly and decisively, and as I said, just get yourself out of your own way. I did some work on me before Christmas, and I made an instant decision to sell my house, and life has just completely taken off since. And that was a result of me actually sitting down and doing some money coaching on myself, which is what I do with other people. And it really got you going, didn't it? You got a spring in your step, and you made some big changes very quickly.
Yeah, and I think it's because when we work for ourselves as well, we think, oh, can we ask people for money and how does it work? But, when you're genuinely helping people and serving, it's okay to make an income from that. And it was that kind of blockage, really, wasn't it? And I know as well, and I'm not sure if I can be cheeky enough to ask this, but I know I've spoken at your fantastic groups, Winning Women in Essex. So if you're around that area, please connect to Rosemary and join her groups. But you very kindly allowed me to offer, when I spoke at your event, like a free discovery session. So if anyone is blocked and want a bit of a mindset session with you, can they connect with you and have a free 15 minutes with you maybe?
Yeah, absolutely. Drop me an email, info@rosemarycunningham.co.uk, and I'll give you a free 30-minute money mindset consultation.
Fantastic. I highly recommend it. Thank you so much, Rosemary. Keep up the good work with your publicity. Fingers crossed the national coverage comes off for you, and thank you very much for being part of our community. Thank you.
Thank you, Rachel. Bye.